So this spring, I did something new for my business, for my community. I started a mini cohort for female businesses in my town here in Lynchburg, Virginia. And it included masterminds, it included some workshops, it included a retreat, some journals and a book, and it was something very different than how I work with my clients. So I had this group of women that I had to figure out how to create a system for them when it came to an application, a onboarding form, a contract, an invoice, and there are so many ways to put your membership together. And I just wanted to share some of the things that I learned in putting together my cohort to hopefully help you if you are thinking about putting together a membership yourself and using Dubsado. So if you do not know me, I'm Lauren with The Smarter Creative, and I help creative small business owners work smarter in their business instead of harder, and I'm so glad you are here. I specialize in Dubsado as a certified Dubsado specialist. I love Dubsado. I'm already paying for the software, so why not see what else it can do? I needed it to be easy to start and needed a quick form to gather information. So I initially have for my cohort, a inquiry form, and then that turned into an application form. And that was hosted in Google Forms. And the good thing about a Google form instead of a Dubsado form is that the Google form, I send that information to an Excel spreadsheet. Every answer is in that spreadsheet, and I can see in one place everybody who applied and like how they answered all the pieces of information. And it's really easy to grab their contact information and do either a mail merge or just send them a quick email from my Gmail account. So I took in their interest form applications in Google Forms, and then once they were approved to apply, I sent them to a sales page that shared more information about the cohort and the different pricing options. And I built this on my website platform, which is currently Showit. I've been on different platforms over the years. I'm on Showit right now. So my sales page is a Showit page. It's beautiful, but from the Showit website page, they choose if they want a one-time payment or if they want 3 monthly payments, because my cohort is only 3 months long. They choose from that, and so they pick either the 1 payment or the 3 payments, and then that leads them to a page inside of Dubsado. It's a proposal, a public proposal. So only the people who have been accepted to join the cohort got the link to the sales page, and they have to finish their booking from there. What is nice about that, I don't know, it's 1 link or whatever, but that is going away. I felt like that was 1 step too many. It was confusing for people to have to hit the sales page and then pick their package and then not just be able to book right then and there, because I basically needed them to repick it inside of Dubsado, sign their contract, and make their payment. So that process up to now, to get them in and paid into the cohort, what I plan on changing for the next round of things, I will continue to take my interest form before I actually have an application. I'm going to continue to keep that as a Google form. It's really easy to consolidate information and just have it there and ready. And I'm not technically taking applicants anyways, but as soon as I am actually taking applications to join, I want that application to be in Dubsado. And I'm thinking even the application itself will be a proposal that doesn't have a contract or invoice attached to it, because I truly do want to work through who it is that I want to work with, and then they can either choose their one-time payment or the payment plan for being in the cohort from that proposal. And so the proposal will create a project for them. It'll let me know that they applied. It'll automatically send them an email saying, thanks for your application. Here's when you can expect to hear back from us. And then as soon as I'm ready to move forward with them, I'll either send them another proposal that basically restates the information that they originally signed up for. Like it just says, yep, this is what you're joining at, this is the rate you're joining at, either the payment plan or the one-time payment, and then it'll have the contract and the invoice all in one link. I've thought about sending an email after, like I'm saying, yes, your application is accepted, please join. And by joining, they literally just have to click on their contract, sign their contract, and then pay their invoice. But I'm nervous about that because it's just, I feel like it's too many clicks. It's a lot of clicks for my cohort member to come in, and I just want to make it as streamlined as possible. Now, when you use a second proposal on a project, and you can summarize like what's already on the invoice, which is super cool, but you still have to have another package selected. So you basically need like a blank package or something that's like pre-selected on their proposal in order to move forward onto the next step. It's working the system in a way it wasn't supposed to be working on, but totally doable. And I would also use some HTML to change like the proposal, contract, invoice wording up at the top to either hide it completely or change the word proposal to the word like information or something like that. So now I'm getting rid of my website, period, because I didn't need it to be a website. Like I'm not promoting it to the public. This is a very specific group of women in my town. It's a small town who are interested in joining. I don't want to be crawled by Google. I do not care about SEO, like none of that. So I'm gonna have to take my sales page and turn it into a proposal, but your proposals in Dubsado can basically look like a website page, and then when they like choose which option would you like, they actually are choosing it. Ugh, I don't know why I didn't do this before. It was fine for me, but like it was confusing for the people trying to apply. And then also, like once you become a member of the cohort, nothing else happens inside of Dubsado other than if you're on a monthly payment plan, you'll get billed through that automatically with a payment plan there. And then our community actually lives inside of Circle. Now, Circle is a super great membership platform. You can do courses on it, you can have lots of discussions on it, post to boards. It is great for community. It's like a beefed up Facebook group, but not on Facebook. I'm a part of a few Circle groups and I really enjoy being in them, and I know exactly what to expect for each of them. So I could have used Circle to bill my cohort members, but Circle doesn't allow you to like actually sign a contract of this is what I'm agreeing to, and you can check off terms of service, but I really wanted, I don't know, just a little oomph of responsibility, commitment, something of signing the contract. And they also, for my monthly payments, because the cohort is only 3 months long, you don't have the ability to set up a payment for only 3 months. It's either a one-time payment or a monthly payment. At least it was when in like early 2023 when I put together my system for the cohort. So that was a little bit unfortunate to not just be able to use Circle from the get-go. So I had Dubsado then when I had a project status inside of my Dubsado for a new cohort member, and then I had Zapier looking for that project status, and it would send them to the Circle group and give them all the permissions that they needed and invite them to the Circle group. And with that, as soon as they booked and paid, signed contract, whatever, they would get a confirmation email like welcoming them to the cohort, and here's what to expect next, including keeping an eye out in the next 15 minutes, because Zapier has a little bit of a lag to it, to join the Circle community and to put an intro post together for it. I will continue to use Circle for the membership options. Circle's pretty cool. I have a lot of thoughts on what this new trend of memberships and courses and things. I don't know, there's a lot to it and a lot of different options. There are so many different options when it comes to how you want to build a system for your course, for your membership, for a cohort, for a mastermind, for just a single event. There's so many different options that you have available to you, and there's no right or wrong way for it. Like you can choose anything that works for you. Thanks for letting me ramble on about my system for my small membership program. It was a learning experience to do something like that, and I'm really grateful to have been able to even host it, and I hope this was beneficial for you. If you are thinking about using Dubsado for your membership, some things to think about are going to be like, how often do your members pay? Do you need your sales page for the membership to be SEO friendly? If you want Google to find it, then you do not want your pages, your interest pages, your sales page, however, to be hosted on Dubsado, because you want to make sure that your website is being crawled by Google and suggesting it to people. But if you are just using Instagram, TikTok, whatever to offer options, then Dubsado can definitely handle your membership. Dubsado's not great though for memberships if it's an ongoing thing. If my cohort was ongoing, if you pay for it, it's a membership, it's continuing, goes, you're paying for it every month, as long as you're paying for it, you're in the membership, I would not do that inside of Dubsado. I would do that straight inside of Circle or wherever my membership is housed, because when you have it in the same software, it'll take care of it for you. Kajabi will remove people out of your membership. Circle will take people out of the membership. You have to tell it what to do if somebody stops paying, what access to remove from them. But that's so much easier than having to set up a Zapier to look for missed payments and dropped payments, and then at what point is somebody they didn't pay but then they paid late. How do they still get membership? Do they not? Anyways, it's a lot. And so if you're doing a monthly ongoing membership, I highly suggest just collecting payment where your membership is. If you already have Dubsado for your business, for working with clients, and you are also offering another monthly option or something, then yeah, for sure, use Dubsado to collect those payments, set up auto pay. You can now mandatory turn auto pay on if they're paying by credit card, not if they're paying by ACH or PayPal. So make sure your settings are all right for that. So if you're already using Dubsado, then awesome, use it for this as well. If you are not a Dubsado user and you're trying to figure out the best membership platform to use for billing, I don't think you need Dubsado for that, unless you really are looking for the contract signing, and then maybe the fact that it has invoicing and an actual contract signing together is a bonus for you. But honestly, most memberships, unless you're extra like me, you don't actually need a signed contract. You just need them to sign off on terms and conditions. I'm a part of how many monthly subscriptions, and I didn't sign a contract for any of those, but I did sign off on their terms and conditions. I always read them to know when I cancel, do I get money back? How long, how easy is it to cancel? I read those. I am actually committed. That is a contract I'm going into, even though it's just a check of a button. It feels like nothing. I really do want to know, but I'm extra. And I used to work in lease end for a high-end car company. And there's so many people that would get into a lease, which is a contract, without really knowing what they were signing up for. So I have now learned to actually read what it is I'm putting my money towards, so I understand what happens on the other side of it. Also, my background is a little different than videos past. My husband and I moved into our home here in Lynchburg that we bought a couple months ago. It's ready for us. And I have my desk put together. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen, but the room still has some work to come together. Thank you so much for being here. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy hearing systems and nerd talk for your creative small business, and drop a comment if you have any questions about your membership platform or what you should do. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you next week.